I'm Crystal, and in my last video I reacted to the Beatles' Let It Be album, which was their last album only in terms of order of release. And I told you guys that I was going to start over from the beginning since I only started filming my journey at the Sgt. Pepper's album. And I will get there. I will go back into Please Please Me all the way up to Revolver. But before that, I thought that we should take a look at the Past Masters compilation album. And now this one's really long, so I think that we should just do that in sides. Today we'll be covering side 1, which I believe is about 9 songs. Today we don't have the keyboard, so I will do my best to do as much of the analysis by ear, but I think more than anything we're just going to be enjoying the music, and we'll do that together. And I wanted to let you guys know that I really went hard and I tried to put in longer clips of the music. I tried to put in as long as possible, and I got about 10 copyright flags that would prevent my video from going up. I think that happened with the Abbey Road video, and that's why that one took the longest to upload. It took me about a week of complications because of how much music I wanted to put in there. And I know there have been issues with, you know, how it sounds all chopped up, but that's the only way YouTube will allow that video to exist. Okay, so there are 4 sides to this Past Masters, so we have a lot of content to cover. And we're starting with the first side, side 1, 9 songs. And the first song is Love Me Do, lead vocals, Paul McCartney with John Lennon.
Love me do, I'll always be true. Love me do, I love you. Somebody new, love me do. I'll always do.
So it's really interesting to have gone through all of their songs in order and then go back and listen to some of their older things. You can see the development of certain styles that became like signature iconic sounds for them. This was just one of the sounds that I feel like they have mastered. It's that acoustic guitar and, you know, the harmonica, this very folksy, got the tambourine going in there, it has like a groovy feel.
Always be true.
See them start implementing the suspension device where they hold the music and they keep on going with the vocal and they have that release moment. It's still very playful. They're already showing signs and sparks of genius. I mean, the whole song is so great. Our second song is From Me to You, lead vocals, John Lennon with Paul McCartney. We got a little flip there already right off the bat. So we have a lot of similar elements in this song. As with the first song, we have that harmonica, we have that acoustic feeling, we have that upbeat. I feel like it was in the same key. Well, we know that this was another major song, but there was an epic modulation, and that's where things change. Oh, and the harmonica rings out, much like in the first song, but I feel like this one has a little bit more of a prominent presence. It's very powerful, it's booming. But the modulation, that's where things go differently. Such a contrast. I think the bridge sections exist in a different key than the rest of the song, but it stays major, which we've seen that they can do that. They can take a major key song and then have a moment where it goes to a different major key, and it's like this whole grand explosion of sound. That harmonica line is so powerful.
I'll keep you by my side.
Subtle, they're very subtle vocal run inside that line right there.
I'll keep you by my side.
We have a little melodic reinforcement with the harmonica at the end where it goes, repeats the melody. I liked this one a lot. I just think it was very fun and engaging with the 4/4 time signature. I think they did a great job in this song of keeping the audience involved every moment. Number 3, we got Thank You Girl, lead vocals, John Lennon with Paul. So far we have this major 4/4 theme going, and I think that we also have a very bright, very present, central theme as well. These are easy songs to listen to, lighthearted, easygoing, feel good. They're really feel-good songs. We have a lot of colors being introduced with all the different guitars that are played and the way that they all play together. And then we had little hints of harmonica at times where it was just used as reiteration. I want to look back at the verse.
You made me glad when I was in love with you.
The song actually made me think of the song Glass Onion. Not because they have anything to do with one another, but because of the fact that I feel that they are the kings of adding layers to their music, even just in the vocals. The way that they decide to do the delivery of the voice is always interesting. It always fits the song. This one is a much more bright, nasal, forward placement. Sometimes they have a little bit more restrained, a little bit more gravel, a little bit more throaty. Here it's a lot more present, a lot more focused, kind of theatrical. And then another layer of the onion is when they start to harmonize with themselves. I think they choose such interesting harmonies that really hook us in, that really make us excited about certain parts, like, oh, this part's finally coming up, recognizable sounds that we can hear, we can relate to, we can recognize as the Beatles. And it's interesting that they have made that sound so specific to themselves, because then we go to Glass Onion, the song, and that song is about referencing other songs. So even just the title of Glass Onion is a reference to themselves, because they are like an onion, and much more than a glass onion. They're like a porcelain. They're like the most expensive onion there is on the market. They're like a non-existent onion. So without having perfect pitch or anything, just knowing the sequence of chords, there's a lot of repetition of the chords that are repeated and used over and over to create a familiar sound throughout the song. But I think that spike that the sixth throws to the fruit punch is very palpable. Like, we can taste it, we can feel it, it's obvious, and it adds that certain zing that makes this song stand out just a little bit more than if it did. We have arrived at número 4. She Loves You. Yeah. The lead vocal is on John and Paul. This is our first and. We've had with. She loves you, yeah. You've lost your love and can't be back. The only thing I'm not conflicted about with this song is how much I love it. I love it a million. But here's the thing. On one hand, I actually think this song is kind of complex. And on the other hand, I feel like this is a very easy, fun, enjoyable song. I can see like a 60s teenage beach party, right? Like teenagers in the 60s on the beach, having fun, Santa Monica Pier, you know, high-waisted bathing suits. I can see the whole thing. I can smell the sunscreen, right? Like, we're there. But I feel like this song is a little bit of a foreshadow on their later sound. Like, there are some melodies that are thrown in there that build certain tensions and the resolution and the way that they have certain harmonies and the melding of the guitars, and there's just something in there where you can see these guys, these men are stirring the pot. It gets me thinking, and I'll show you the parts. I feel like that's a melody that belongs in a little bit more of the later songs. I can hear a little bit of hints of Abbey Road, like just sparks, like things that are on their way there.
You're not the hurting guy.
But it doesn't need to be complicated. It can still be simple. It can still be easy. It is an easy song to listen to. It's an easy song to love. And that's why I love it so much. Number 5, I'll Get You, John with Paul.
Yeah, oh yeah, 'cause I know I'll get you in the end, night and day. So I'm telling, yeah, oh yeah, many times before, oh yeah.
We talked earlier about how they have several signature sounds. for some reason, I feel that this actually doesn't belong to any of their signature sounds. This isn't a sound that we hear very much with the Beatles. It's kind of more of a like a Frankie, Limone and the Teenagers is what it sounds like to me. It could have been a signature sound, this song, but it's not one that they really stick to very often because of everything that they're capable of doing.
Which is everything.
And I love that they can still incorporate their signature elements. Like we have that harmonica going, we have the acoustic guitar and the melding of the different guitars, and we have that bass line that they, so it's like fine wine. There's something about it different.
Oh yeah, imagine.
I love starting off with that clap.
Think about you night and day.
I love the swayy nature of this song. It probably is due to the electric guitar.
Never, never, never blue. I'll get you in the end.
I'm so stuck on that melody right there. I'll get you in the end. I love it. I love that part so much.
And I'll get you in the end.
Oh, I could just repeat that over and over and over and over again. I could be so annoying with that, and I will never get tired. 6, I Want to Hold Your Hand. Lead vocals, John and Paul. Okay.
Say to me, you let me hold your hand. I touch you, I feel happy. I can hide. Say that something, and that my loving. Wanna hold your hand.
Just at the end there, you could hear that ring. It was very clear. You could hear the ring the entire way through, the ringing nature of this song. But at the end there, this is all the proof you need, this sound. A sound that only exists in G major. We know the song is in major because it's such a happy, cheerful tune. Sunshine, warmth, G major. G major. This song is in the color gold. This song is like a staple in the musical world, and it's made up of all these simple elements. The time signature, 4/4. You know, it's been done. The key is major. You know, it's all these little things, but the way they add up and the way that they did have the claps throughout, they don't even give you time to warm up to them before they start throwing in wild harmonies, like harmonies that are just so explosive, out there, strange, deranged, beautiful, magnificent, wonderful.
Hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand.
They mixed so much emotions. They were vulnerable in every single type of emotion. There's happiness, but there's also, you know, desperation. There's a little jumble of everything in this song. So there's a little bit in this song for everyone.
Let me be your man. Happy inside.
That build up.
I wanna hold.
And I like that little drum moment there. Number 7, this boy, John, with Paul and George. We got 3 of the 4 here.
Someday.
So dreamy. They totally switched up on us. I mean, right away, the time signature, major direction change, 12/8. You know, before we were having a steady 4/4, now it's 12/8. There's a doo-wop, there's this dreamy, floaty, soft jumpiness to it, a sound we can hear more so with like Motown artists and stuff. Oh my gosh, I love it. I feel like this was just a clash of the worlds, like all of my favorite worlds just merged together with this song. The harmonies, so nostalgic.
My love away.
Someday. Through and through, a dreamy doo-wop sound. Crazy. This was unexpected. Sad to move on, but we got to. We are at the
penultimate.
I don't even know how to pronounce this one. Come give mir dein Hand. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced. John and Paul. I believe that was German, right? That's, yeah, it says from 5 March 1964, German single. Okay. Komm, gib mir dein Hand.
Let me know if that was completely butchered.
Come to me, come give me deine Hand, bist so schön.
That's so insane. A lot of the sweetness came through. Changing the language felt like a completely different song. I mean, we still had the same song, but even the mixing of the vocals I felt were different. The way they were delivered was a little bit more withheld, a little bit strained, a little bit more back in the throat, or maybe that's how it was just mixed in the controls. It felt like it was edited a little bit softer, a little bit more like with a fuzzy filter over it. At times I felt like I could understand it, and I know what the lyrics are from I Wanna Hold Your Hand, but there were times where I really didn't understand what was being said. I feel like there's more forefront, powerful delivery in the vocals in the English version, but in the German version, I really like the switch up. So it depends on the mood you're in, it depends on how loud you want to hear the music. I feel like this one was a little bit softer overall, which doesn't necessarily have to be better or worse. It's just a different approach. And if you're going to do the same song again in a different language, might as well take a bit of a different approach. Take a little creative liberty. We've reached number 9, our last song, which is also in German, which I also can't pronounce.
Sie liebt dich, sie liebt dich.
Don't know. I need vocals, John and Paul. I could have used just a teeny bit of common sense and made the connection. She loves you, of course. It's right there in the title. Literally, I just couldn't understand it. It's interesting. Same situation. Same song, completely new and different vibe. It felt a little bit more withheld. It felt a little bit more contemplative. We have a lot of the same instruments. We have that rhythm guitar going that gets us dancing. Just a brilliant handle over every aspect of the song. The vocals were stunning. I love how the guitar carries the vocals downward. It feels like, you know, a flower falling through the air. I love that vocal, the up there. This was really exciting to go through these 9 songs. I took a sneak peek look at some songs to come, and the names are very interesting.
Coming up in the next video are Long Tall Sally, I Call Your Name, Slow Down, Matchbox.
And I have my 3rd update for you guys on how my week went with the White Album. I will have that update for you ready in the next video. All right, thank you for watching this. I hope that you are doing well. I hope that you have sweet dreams and a good night if it is nighttime, and if it is daytime, then I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day and that something wonderful and magical happens to you.